I'd like to thank Chris Sant 1985 for today's contingency. Agamemno contingency, what you doing? Phineas and Ferb are a pair of stepbrothers growing up in the tri-state area. On the surface, they seem like any other normal middle school boys. They may not have any superpower, alien genetics, access to magical jewelry, or can tap into the forces of the universe. But what they do have is an unnatural ability to build whatever it is they put their mind to. In some cases, these builds can be mundane, such as the time when they built a circus. But more often than not, they have shown the knowledge and capability to construct machinery that can break all logic. If they're not creating time machines, or constructing portals to Mars, then they are constructing skyscrapers so tall that they reach the surface of the moon. I should take a moment to mention that all of these builds take less than a day. In most cases, they are completed before afternoon lunch. The kids themselves have not shown any means of hostility. They are apparently also on Santa's nice list. But that does not mean that they cannot be a threat in one way or another. For example, while they are experts in robotics, this has not prevented AIs from gaining sentience and rebelling against them in the past. There is also the danger of any of their inventions falling into the wrong hands. Despite the innocent nature of their creations, it doesn't change that they can be used to cause harm to the innocent. For example, they had once managed to build a suit of armor which would require the control of 2 pilots. And while its original purpose was to safely perform stunts on an obstacle course, it was also capable of heroic feats, though it only lasted a short while in combat with actual superpowered villains. There's no doubt in my mind that they could create an even stronger version if given enough reason. And if that wasn't enough to convince you of their threat level, they have also shown the ability to copy the powers of other superheroes and giving them to non-powered people. Such as the time they accidentally granted the powers of the Hulk to one of their friends. I have gone over many simulations on what could possibly be the best way to subdue the boys if the need ever arise, but all failed, because no matter how much I prepare, it cannot compete with their level of technology. But that being said, there is still one weakness. You could call it divine intervention. As for whatever reason, should the boy's mother come close to seeing any and everything they have constructed, it will suddenly disappear. Fortunately, they have a sister who is capable of bringing their mother to them whenever they attempt to make anything she doesn't approve of. For now, it's best to allow her to continue in this cycle, at least to prevent anyone else from coming near her brother's inventions. With that all said, however, they say that the most effective way to defeat one's enemy is to make them your friend. Perhaps...
Don't even think about it.
Listen, I am just thinking about the good of the planet.
No, you were just thinking of how you could add another bird-themed sidekick to your already expansive list of adopted children.
I mean, it doesn't have to be adoption. I could offer them a job.
Son, if you so much as think about contacting these boys, I will commission King Lion to put you through the ringer once more.
I can take him.
Are you sure about that? That's what I thought.